MES standard and why that's so important to follow in these events?
The MES standard is the minimum entry standard for the Paris Paralympic Games. So you must reach that time in order to be eligible to compete at the Games. Team USA is a little bit harder than that to make. So not only do these athletes need to hit the MES, they're also looking for the Team USA A standard. That's the time that is going to name them onto the team. And for this event, we are looking at the T35 200-meter event, the MES 42 flat. The national A standard, that time that's going to put them on Team USA, that's going to take them to Paris, is 30.63.
Reminder that the selection of the Paralympic team occurs at the conclusion of the 3 days of competition. They'll have a athletes-only meeting on Sunday and then a kind of a public announcement a little bit later on in that morning. So be sure to keep track of that, as well as that team now just 40 days away from the opening ceremony for the Paralympic Games in Paris. And Brianna Solanaro of New York in this field, in this classification in the 200.
Brianna Solanaro is a 2020 Paralympian in a different sport, in the sport of Taekwondo. But just as we were talking about Nick Mayhew, as previous a soccer player, anytime a new sport or a new classification gets added to the Paralympic Games, that has to come from somewhere else. So after the 2020 Games, Brianna Solanaro's classification within Para-Taekwondo was retired and was removed from the Games, and she made the transition over to track and field.
See her joined in this race by Delaney Nolan in 3. Here is Stevens in lane number 5 out of Pensacola, Florida, and Madeline Gustafson in lane 6, part of that U of M adaptive sports. A couple of those athletes competing in the just completed men's long jump